After Effects and content aware fill, masking, and keyframes. Just going to review kind of what we did in class so you have a reference point. I'm just opening up that Pexels video again with the car. And so we were going to use content aware to essentially just remove the car. And content aware kind of, what we're going to do is mask the car, mask around the car, and then it's going to generate what After Effects thinks should be in that place. So I'm going to start with the pen tool, G. Oops, not a shape layer. Boom, boom, boom. And then open up this media and you'll see I have the mask generated. And right now it's on add. We're going to put it on none so we can see everything going on. And we're going to change it to subtract later on. Then we are going to set a keyframe. And the keyframe will essentially save the position or like the path's shape or like an object's movement, shape, whatever, opacity, whatever it is. It's saving changes throughout the timeline. So I'm just gonna start the keyframe there, move forward a little bit. Oops. I'm just gonna go loosely around the car. And as you see, I'm moving up the timeline and it's automatically setting those keyframes for me. Okay. I'm just kind of scaling it up and down, getting that shadow in there. And you'll see when I play it back that the mask will basically move with how I'm changing it through the timeline. And I'm just double clicking with the selection tool to move, just click and drag, moving it. Okay, just a couple more to go. Just as a warning, if you are using the pen tool, be careful about adding and deleting points throughout. Especially be careful about deleting points because it can mess up your entire path. And if the path is not a solid shape, meaning like there's an opening, like you don't have all the like vertices connected, it won't mask. It's just an open path. So that's why I'm going in just with the selection tool with like a little rectangle or trapezoid, or I don't know, some sort of rectilinear shape. Just keeping it simple. And I'm even like going off the content now. And I think one more. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's take a look at that. Zoom out. So you'll see the path or the mask moves with the vehicle. Every time I change it, you see just like the minor scaling and rotation that I do. So let's bring it back to the beginning. Change this to subtract so I can see everything except what I'm masking out. And now we're going to go to Window, make sure we have Content Aware open, and we're going to generate a fill layer. So alpha expression somewhere between 2 and 4. The fill method will be an object because we're getting rid of an object. Check lighting correction. We'll go moderate, and then range is the entire work area. Okay, so this might take a while depending on how long your footage is. You know, of course, like moving the mask around, it's pretty tedious, so you can end up with a lot of keyframes, but let's go ahead and just start this. And yeah, this is only like a 9-second video, so it's actually going pretty fast. Also, the more complex your path is, like this is just a 4-point path, the more complex your path is, the harder it's going to be on your computer. Because it's analyzing, you know, this entire space across, you know, however many vertices you have. I would keep the shape as simple as you can. Of course, like that's not always possible, but let's go ahead and click away and view the footage. So, not perfect, but the car is gone. I could go in and remask a little bit wider of a space. I am kind of afraid of like losing the lines in the road, but that's essentially it. We've done content aware. Cool. And then the other thing we went over was an effects layer and keyframing an effects layer. So I'm going to go to Layer, New, Adjustment Layer, or you can go here, right click, New, Adjustment Layer. And that's going to be right on top. And then we'll go up to Effects and Presets and go over to Simulation. So Simulation has a lot of cool like weather effects that we can play with. Let's go with snowfall. And I'm just dragging that right on top of my adjustment layer. Okay, so let's play it and see what it looks like. So pretty subtle, but up here in the effects control panel, we can change the size of the snowflakes, you know, how much wind is going on, variation between the snowflakes, color, opacity, the speed. And let's see. It's okay. It's okay. I think the rainfall looked a lot better. Let's do drizzle. Oh. Okay. That's not what we want. Yeah, we'll go for rainfall. Alright, so what we can do here And again, with the keyframes, open up your layer that you want to add the keyframes. And we can change, oh, here it is. We'll close that one. We can open up the rainfall. So essentially the effect controls are inside this adjustment layer now, because this adjustment layer is holding that effect. So rainfall, we can start a keyframe, maybe there's less, and then as we move forward there's more. So that would look like this. And we can even move this keyframe farther out if it's like too sudden of a change. And you'll see like kind of gradually the number of drops change. So I'm gonna go back to that keyframe, maybe make it 11, 12,000 something. We started off with 700. Let's go 500. So as the camera moves up, you're seeing more rain. And you know what, let's do that drizzle too. Open that up and we'll do, I think what I want to do is have this on the ground, and as the camera moves upwards, the drizzle disappears. So we can go, let's see. We probably want to do, let's go drip rate, move it up to right about here, and then make it 0. Probably move that back a little farther. And then we'll go into, let's see. Effect opacity, perfect. Kind of change it, let's do 78. And then 0. Okay, so we'll also do something with longevity. And then maybe a displacement. And I'm just going to shorten my work area up just a hair. And then let's do an intensity. Okay, so it looks okay. I think maybe too we'll do a spreading. Maybe increase that. And I'm just like playing around, seeing what I like. We'll do kind of a heavier drip rate. And then what's the drip rate here? 0. We'll probably move that up right there. And it does go away pretty fast, so maybe we'll move that one up here. Spreading. Ooh, that's crazy. Make it real tiny. Move these up just a bit. I feel like I'm losing the effect too quickly. Maybe one more boost. And then we'll open up our work area. I'm gonna go to about there. Maybe move these up just a bit more. And then watch again. Okay, cool. So that's kind of like a quick introduction to keyframing and content aware, and then getting also like utilizing some of these simulation weather effects to kind of make like a somewhat convincing edit. And like also remember, our goal for the class isn't to be necessarily professional video editors, but just enough to get an idea of like what is the potential of After Effects. Okay,